Nosotros de chico jugábamos al fútbol y no queríamos parar, seguir jugando al fútbol. Y jugábamos de noche, casi sin ver la pelota. Mirá vos, ¿y qué pasa? De la noche, después al día era como que jugabas mejor. ¿Entendés? Porque nosotros teníamos la noche metida acá. Y al otro día, cuando nos imaginábamos dónde estábamos, parecíamos que estábamos más rápido, jugábamos mejor. Es un poco lo que dice él de la niebla, de no tener todo donde está el arco, donde tener la mitad de la cancha, donde tener la pelota que se va afuera, ¿me entendés? Es como jugar con los ojos cerrados. Entonces después, abrir los ojos y tenés mucha más noción de la cancha, del arco, del rival.
Have you ever heard someone say they're blind as a bat? Well, that expression is a bit misguided. During the day, some kinds of bats can see almost as well as humans, but when the sun goes down, nocturnal bats rely on their ears more than their eyes to navigate. This special navigation process is called echolocation. In echolocation, bats use a combination of their voice, ears, and echoes to create a perceptual map that allows them to see in the dark. You might be wondering where an echo comes from. An echo is the reflection of sound reaching a listener. Sound is a vibration that ripples away from its source in waves. The rate at which this vibration occurs is called its frequency. Sound waves at high frequencies are high-pitched. Humans can hear sounds at frequencies between 20 and 20,000 waves per second and don't perceive pitches outside that range. Bats, on the other hand, can hear and produce sound at frequencies over 100,000 waves per second, way beyond the range of human hearing. Here, we've slowed down a bat's chirp so you can hear it. This chirp is the first step in the process of bat echolocation, the primary sound that the bat will use to detect information about its surroundings. The bat listens as the chirp leaves its body and bounces off its surroundings. When the sound returns to the bat, the cartilage of the outer ear funnels the sound waves into the ear canal. The waves then reach the eardrum, which vibrates in response. These vibrations are transferred further into the ear to the basilar membrane, which runs the length of the cochlea. If you uncoil the cochlea and the basilar membrane, they would look like this. Each area of the membrane moves in response to a particular frequency. Then, the cochlea converts these vibrations into nerve impulses for the brain to interpret. The bat echolocates so fast that it can track down a dinner of insects moving around in complete darkness. Special muscles in its throat make it possible for the bat to chirp 160 to 190 times per second. Because it receives so much information at once, it has to differentiate relevant information from signal clutter. To do this, the bat emits chirps of varying frequency patterns, each of which echoes off objects differently depending on the object's size, shape, and distance from the bat. Then, by analyzing resulting echo intensities, it creates a mental map of its surrounding physical space. When looking for prey, the bat first sends out low-frequency chirps over a wide range. Larger objects will reflect more intense echoes, but it's often the smaller objects, like insects, that the bat is targeting. Once a bat receives low-intensity echoes from small potential prey, it will re-emit a high-frequency chirp directed toward it. When both high and low-frequency echoes return to the bat, it is able to ignore the now irrelevant low-frequency waves that reflect from the trees or rocks that surround its meal. To gauge how far away a given object is, the bat analyzes the time delay between when it hears its chirp and perceives the resulting echo. Directional information comes from comparing information the bat receives in each ear. For example, let's imagine that a bat's chirp echoes back from an insect to this side of the bat. Since this ear is closer to the insect, it will receive the sound before the other ear. By interpreting the difference between when it receives the echo in each ear, the bat can guide itself towards the insect. Bats are only one type of animal that uses echolocation. Killer whales, dolphins, porpoises, and some birds echolocate as well. Scientists who developed sonar and radar got their ideas from the study of echolocation in bats and whales. The U.S. Navy and other research groups are especially interested in echolocation because it could lead to even more technology. Maybe now you'll think twice the next time someone says, "blind as a bat."